All right, good morning. This is officially day number 1. And I think what I got planned for today is I'm going to be documenting how we're going to actually be live streaming our church services. Like I said the other day, I switched it over to where we're going to be using my Vimeo live streaming package to stream to Facebook, but also stream to my account since I normally do the editing of the videos. That way I already have it. I don't have to worry about the SD cards. Got 2 websites to do. What else? Oh yeah, and I have a meeting with a technology training at a church that I installed a PTZ camera and some stuff like that. So that's at 5, but I like to get there early, so I will be there around 4:30. Got to get shaved up, cleaned up, sent out an invite to the media ministry to join me on when we start recording our announcements, do some more training for them so they can see how we do the stuff. And I'm probably gonna, I know I said it yesterday, I need to get my stuff knocked out, the video announcements that I can do, which is gonna be for Vacation Bible School. Can't remember the other one. I have to get back to that. And I think that's about it. And I know I got to finish up a couple of videos that I've done of reviews and some other products and stuff like that I need to put out there. So let's get today started. All right, so one of the main things that I normally do starting my day off, first thing and the last thing, besides thanking God for actually letting me see another day, is for me to sit down and write in my journal my affirmations, my plans, my goals that I have targeted for, that I'm working towards, so that I keep them in my head, in the forefront of my mind, so that they help direct me in what I'm actually going to be doing. And mainly, one of my main things, it sounds corny, but honestly, one of my main things is I tell myself that I am a globally recognized influencer of media ministry, and I help millions to reach millions. That's what I always tell myself. As well as I want to help any of my students, subscribers, clients, friends achieve whatever they can with the best of my ability. So that way I want to improve myself so I can actually help other people around me. That's why I try to learn as much as I possibly can. That's why I try and push myself to learn some new things, try out new things, because it's a benefit to the other people around. So I need to do that. So plans kind of changed a little bit today. I had an epiphany about something, activity I want to actually get set up. So I've been calling and talking with some people, the youth ministry, some other folks at the church. So I want to get this set up, which I'm going to keep secret until I actually do it. So that way it's going to be a community thing that people can contribute to and take part in if you're interested, if you dare to meet the challenge. I already did my goals and stuff like that. I need to eat some breakfast, and as you can see, clean shaven, and we're going to be heading up to the church. This is the part that was different. I wasn't planning on heading up there, but I'm gonna head up there and do the rest of my work from that location, the websites and everything like that. But I'm also trying to get set up to do these announcements and everything like that, as well as get, I guess, I'm wearing shorts right now, so I don't know if this is appropriate attire for my meeting that I got to do, but it's hot, so I need to be comfortable to teach properly. So got my flash shirt on, so we're going to be heading up here pretty soon, and let me pack up all my stuff so I can actually get ready to go work. I just realized while I'm packing up to get ready to go to my church, I just realized I forgot to write up the quote for the church that I did the demo for. They wanted me to write up a kind of a breakdown of analysis of what their current setup is, almost kind of like a consultation. So that's something else I need to add to my list, so that I don't forget. Anyway, let me get that and head up out of here. All right, so I'm heading to my church now, and I saw a comment on one of my earlier videos, and I kind of just want to talk to that. I know a lot of people saying it was like, you know, it was awesome that I've stepped out on faith and following the direction that I feel that God told me to go. I'm just being honest with you. I ain't trying to, paint this as I'm some super guru or something like that. But I mean, the process of stepping out on faith was a process. That's the whole thing. I mean, I would question myself in so many different directions. Is this the right thing? Did I just eat something bad and I'm just having a bad dream, or all this other stuff like that? But in my journey as a Christian and the things that I've been doing in my life, there are certain things that I've built my faith on, that have, not built my faith on, but have encouraged me to step out in faith in bigger situations. I mean, it'll be small stuff like back in the day of, praying and having faith that, God's going to give me the direction to pass this test. Or, and then it went to when I went into the Marines, to be like that when a lot of people thought it was foolish for me to do it, that I came in and then excelled in boot camp and was pretty much held the longest squad leader position there for my platoon when I was in. Was able to be the musician at on service when I was in boot camp. My nickname was Choir Boy because they found out I was a preacher's kid, and I sang and I played. It's just in different situations in my life have helped me get to the point where I can trust and step out on faith at a higher level. And honestly, this was the biggest step that I've ever stepped out on. And there were times even after I took that step, what I want to say is the best book that helped me with this. I bought this book a while ago, read it, and I hadn't reread it in about like 10 years. And right when I was making this decision, that book came back in my path to read again, and it kind of instilled that I need to step out. And it's The Dream Giver. It is a great book. I mean, there were parts in that book that reflected situations that I was going through. And I mean, it made me almost tear up a couple of times. It was like, man, this book is like it's like a friend sitting there talking to you, like, dude, I know what you're going through, this and this, and I mean, you're gonna face this, and people are not gonna believe in you. The people that you think they were gonna be there, they're not there. They're not encouraging. They're not this. I mean, it talked about all of that, and I mean, it just gave me so much confidence in the fact that realizing that out of all of us that are out here, there's nothing new under the sun. Meaning that every situation that you're going through, when it feels that the whole world is against you, there's somebody else, multiple other people who are going through the exact same thing, if not worse than you are. And that's what I've really had to develop my faith to. And the one statement in me reading and doing all this other stuff is, I forgot who said it, but it says a lot of our interpretation of God is based on your relationship with your Father. And then we're in places where there are broken homes, and the mom's just raising there and the dad's not present. Thankfully my dad was in my life the entire time. He was a preacher, so he was always busy. He wasn't there as much as I wanted him to be there. And as I got older, I understood that. But it's just that I got to the point where I realized that God is better than any dad that we have, any earthly dad that we have, and he's not a deadbeat dad. So that's pretty much where I got to with that. So let me chime back in here in a little bit. All right, back in my church again. Alrighty. So on my channel, I've actually been getting, just out of the blue, copyright strikes. So as I told y'all before, I use Envato to buy my templates as well as music. So I actually have the license for the 1, 2, 3, 4. That whole intro music. I picked it because I really liked it and I bought it. I have the license to it. Permissions to have it, and then I've been posting videos for close to going on 2 years now, and I recently got that song. No, I got that song about a year ago, and never had any issues. And now all of a sudden I keep getting copyright strikes from some company out of the blue, and literally I dispute the strike, show them the license, and then they overturn it because I have the license to use the song. But now literally every day I've been posting videos, I get a copyright strike for the exact same thing. I pretty much went to the company directly and called them and contacted them saying, dude, like, y'all keep hitting me with this. I provide my license every single time that says I have the right to use the song. I'm not selling what I'm doing, but I mean, I have the right to use the song in any capacity that I use. And you know that, why do you keep hitting me with copyright strikes? So I don't know what that's all about. So for any of y'all who know the signature music that I've been using, that's going to be changing pretty soon, because I looked at actually signed up with them before, never used it, but I'm using Epidemic Music, I think that's what it's called. Oh, Epidemic Sound. That's what I'm going to be moving to pretty soon, so I need to find some music to use for that, which is kind of good because I can use that for my business as well too. So I really like that song. So unless I can get this stuff sorted out with them, I'm going to be changing over to my main theme song for any of my channel stuff. But I do love jazz, so it might actually have some more jazz stuff there. But just letting you know, if you hear the change of music, which will probably start in this video. What I'm pretty much doing right now, I have 3 hours until I need to be at the church for the meeting that I need to speak at. So what I'm going to do is I'm here on Canva trying to put together a social media post or maybe a thumbnail for this project that I had an epiphany about. That we got some buy-in. I'm just waiting for some other people to talk to about doing it, which I think is going to be kind of cool for our church and here in the community, and maybe statewide, maybe even larger. I will keep y'all updated on that, but I'm gonna work on that, and then I need to start working on the write-up of the consultation for the church that I talked about. Actually, that needs to be more of a priority, and then I will work on the website if I have some free time today, but I'll definitely be working on both of the websites through the night. So let's get back to work to make media ministries better than ever. All right, so I'm here and I finished up the initial set of training that was done, and they've since mounted the speakers that I installed that were originally on stands here, which hooked into the existing system here. So they're doing the audio portion right now where they're training, but that's kind of like the benefit. It's kind of nice to sit back and come back to a church to see how they've been using the stuff that you've been installing. So again, this was a training for the video as well as the camera system that was set up a couple of months ago. Alright, so there's the PTZ camera that we installed.
I will tell you this: 5, 6, 7, 8. That's on here. Just the channels. You'll see channel 5, 6, 7, 8. Channels 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody see that? Those are important. Okay.
So this is the platform that they're building, and they're going to extend the platform out to about right here to cover for the whole media area, which wasn't here originally when we installed the system. Alright, so here's the TV that's downstairs that's being fed. Again, they just turned this off, so I'm just down here just to test and make sure the sound is still coming through and something wasn't changed. But again, this is one of those, the hardest thing actually was just trying to find the lineup when we were going through the floor to come back down here. But it's good to see that everything is still working at 100% capacity. So once I finish this, I'm going to be heading back and working on the website. I got some messages about that while I'm here, so going to be working on that. I got a revision, and my project that I was talking about that I want to do has a go. So I have a new announcement that I need to make for that, and that's going to be kind of funny how we do that. We're going to see if my church understands memes and stuff like that and pop culture. So that's going to be laced with my announcement for that. So I'm just waiting for them to turn this back on so I can test and make sure that the sound comes through fine, and I'm going to be heading back to the house. All right, so another job complete. They're getting ready to start choir rehearsal, and we will be catching y'all on later when we get ready to get on the road. Yep, see, we got somebody that's in there right now. So you're gonna be seen in my YouTube video later today too, because you're doing that. All right, another successful day of helping media ministries, and I am spent. I need to get something to eat. So anyway, I hope y'all liked another little tour of what I do from a day-to-day basis. And let me try and get up in this parking space here. But anyway, I hope y'all like the stuff. If you do, I appreciate a like. Consider subscribing, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow on another video where I'm going to be going to Weems, Virginia to be installing that 1x4 what was it, the 1x4 Ori HDMI extender splitter. I'm trying to back up into the driveway at the same time without hitting anything. But and then we're gonna be, that was also the system that we did with vMix to show how you can use vMix or OBS as a software switcher. So that's what we're gonna be installing. So we will see y'all tomorrow with that. This is AJ. See you later.